Hello and welcome back to Newsmin. It's the 5th of August 2013. My name's Lumin and right now it's time for a quick general gaming news update. In this episode we're having a look at all the goodies revealed and showed off during SOE Live for Everquest Next and Everquest Landmark and more. So let's jump right in. Sony have offered us a look at their vision for the future of online games with a worldwide debut of Everquest Next and Everquest Landmark. Let's start with Next. Everquest Next has been in development since 2009 and nearly 2 years ago, SOE made the decision to rethink core creative and technical aspects of the design and start from the ground up to build a new kind of game. As a result, Everquest Next is a complete reimagining of the Everquest franchise, and it's a little different from all the other MMOs out there at the moment in a few very important ways. Sure, it's still gonna be an MMO and play and function in sort of the same way as the others we know and love, but there are some key and pretty major differences that are causing many to call this the first true next-gen MMO. Things like the entire game world is made out of voxels and every single thing in the world can, in theory, be destroyed. Now I say in theory because there will obviously be some limitations, but still, with a game set up like this, it'll allow players to interact with it and explore in some really interesting ways. The Everquest Next world will extend far into the heavens and deep into the procedurally generated Earth. There'll be multiple subterranean levels to explore which can, as I mentioned, be accessed in various different ways. If you want, you could just start digging down or perhaps use a powerful spell or attack to speed the process up. An earthquake could split the ground asunder and you could fall down into one of those lower levels. All of that and more seems to be possible. The destructible nature of the world doesn't end with a landscape and environment though, as is shown off quite nicely in this video. The game has done away with levels and instead it'll offer players the ability to explore and interact with the world according to their individual play style. There'll be more than 40 distinct classes or professions at launch with multi-tiered abilities and specialized weapon skills to collect and master. The weapons and the abilities provided by them do seem to work much like Guild Wars 2's, which is kind of interesting. Players will be able to mix and match abilities from each class and from the weapons they use to create a truly custom character that feels distinct and powerful. A teleporting barbarian perhaps? Why not? A backstabbing mage? Straight up. It all seems to be possible and sounds like it could be a lot of fun to mess around with. Then, something I didn't expect, there's a webcam facial recognition system of sorts, and this can track your real-life facial expressions and have your character in-game mimic them. That's a little bit weird, but it does sound like a lot of fun. Then, parkour. Characters can gracefully run, jump, clamber, hop, double jump and generally do the kind of things you expect to see in an Assassin's Creed game. Why can our characters do this in an MMO, you ask? Well, because it would be fun for players to do. That's why. After that, the one thing that was mentioned and discussed during the announcement livestream that I was kind of skeptical about was the game's living and ever-changing world. Permanent changes, emergent AI, and a life of consequence. These are things I feel we've heard mentioned many times before in many different games, but I've yet to see properly implemented in a game in a way that actually works. Cities will apparently rise and fall with the help or hindrance of players, large-scale wars will be fought and won, and epic stories will unfold over months and years. Again, not sure about that part. The AI of the game will have specific motivations and preferences that direct behavior in nuanced and unpredictable ways. Players will find themselves in a world where NPC decisions are based on core values, not dictated by static spawn points. For example, orcs may attack opportunistically because they want an adventurer's gold, not simply because a careless hero wanders into their attack radius. That sounds good. I just hope they're able to stay unpredictable and interesting. I mean, I'd love to see the opportunistic orcs make enough money to start a town or city of their own up, and then perhaps wage a war against the players and win, and then enslave the player population and take over the world. Now that would make for an epic story. Moving on though, each character in Everquest Next will have a unique story and they won't follow a predetermined path. Instead, the game will remember every choice and action that players make and will organically deliver increasing opportunities for them to do the things that they like to do. From crafting armor and exploring the wilderness to purging goblins from the forests. A system called Rallying Calls is being introduced, and these rallying calls are big public quests that result in world-changing events. They may take weeks or months to play out, and they do in fact, for those that didn't realize, sound a whole lot like Guild Wars 2 Living Story updates. And the previous one, where your character has its own unique story, well, I think you know what that sounds like. But there you have it, a whole lot of Everquest Next information, videos and screenshots, and that isn't even all of it. Everquest Next will be free to play and we've not been given a release date yet. Added to this, and for those that perhaps can't wait for another year or two to play the game, or just want something slightly different, Everquest Next Landmark was also announced at SOE Live. Essentially, Landmark will combine the building tools SOE used to create the fully destructible world of Everquest Next with all the social functionality expected from a modern MMO. This game will feature huge, persistent, procedurally generated worlds that each support thousands of players and will provide anyone who wants to participate with the opportunity to build, to create content, to share and sell that content, and to make things even better, that content could eventually be considered for inclusion in Everquest Next. Landmark will allow players to lay claim and control specific areas of huge persistent worlds, build highly detailed structures both alone or cooperatively, explore, gather and collect with friends, and much more. Sort of like Minecraft, but in Everquest Next's engine with a whole lot more to do. Landmark will launch this year and will also be free to play. If you want to read more about either of these two games, or both, then below you'll find a whole bunch of information from a whole bunch of different sites that'll no doubt keep you busy and entertained for a good long time. Preview articles, screenshots, videos, you name it. Also, be sure to let me know what you think of Everquest Next. Is this going to be the next big thing? Are we getting a glimpse at the future of online gaming right here? I personally say it's too early to tell, but it does indeed look promising, and I am super keen for Landmark, which should be coming out later this year. With that done, let's have a look at the smalls. The International 3 is happening right now, and if you've got even the slightest interest in Dota 2, you should probably catch some of the livestream action. The Xbox One's GPU speed has apparently been increased since E3. Blizzard's Project Titan is seemingly no longer going to be a subscription-based MMO. Read all about the Hearthstone arena over at the official site. Watch the first in a new, official, kinda interesting World of Warcraft lore video series titled The Burdens of Shao Hao. Neverwinter has crossed the 2 million players mark. Watch the Elder Scrolls Online and Brigmore Witches live streams from QuakeCon 2013. The Elder Scrolls Anthology has been announced and I want it. Wolfenstein New Order has been delayed till 2014 and there are some new screenshots to check out of it. Rage as a franchise is not dead. Some Evil Within gameplay has been leaked and screenshots have been revealed. A fair amount of rather impressive looking Prey 2 screenshots have leaked. Bethesda say that Arcane are definitely not involved with Prey 2. Ubisoft are set to reveal a new next-gen IP at Gamescom. Read about and see the weapons of Grimrock 2. Australian Saints Row 4 players won't be able to co-op with the rest of the world, which is kinda sad and a little bit silly. And finally, Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag's present day has been revealed and Assassin's Creed 4 will be an end to the series. That's going to be it for this episode. Thanks for watching, subscribe if you like the content. Remember to check the description below this video for all sorts of links. Like and share the video and do all that other good stuff, and most importantly, happy Everquest Next and the potential future of MMOs. Happy that.